Hello everyone. Today I'd like to show you how to make cream soup, pumpkin cream soup. It's really simple, it's light, and I really like the taste. For this recipe you will need raw pumpkin flesh. If you buy a fresh pumpkin, you can just cut it, wash it, cut it, remove the seeds with a tablespoon, and cut the skin off with a knife. It's pretty simple. That's what you get this pumpkin flesh. Carrots, celery, which is optional, but I like to add it. Onion, garlic, a little bit of curry powder for taste, but it's also optional. Coconut cream, and a little bit of chicken stock, or you can use vegetable stock, or you can use water, but if you have chicken stock it will give you more flavor. All the weights of the ingredients I will link in the description, you can check it out. So the first thing we need is to make our mirepoix, to cut our vegetables in small dices, starting with garlic. You don't have to cut it in small dices, it's not a necessary condition, but I like to do this because it will reduce the cooking time of the vegetables. Then the onion. Carrot. You can cut in medium size or large dices if you want, that's totally fine. Just like that. And the celery. That's our mirepoix. And now let's turn on the heat, medium-high temperature, vegetable oil, and immediately put the mirepoix on the pan. Our goal is not to give them a color, they should not be brown. That's why I'm using a non-stick pan, because it's easier not to give color to vegetables while using a non-stick pan. You should constantly stir them for just a few minutes, and they should just give more flavor. We're exposing them to heat with oil to enhance their flavor, but we should not brown them, because we want our pumpkin soup to be light and creamy. Let's fry it, saute them for about 3-4 minutes. At this point you can already add curry powder, black pepper, and salt. Because right now it's a really good way to extract all the flavors from the curry powder, from the black pepper, and the salt will pull out moisture from the vegetables, making them even more flavorful. So it's better to do this in the beginning in this case. It's been around 3 minutes. My vegetables are already full of flavor. The smell is really good. Now let's deglaze the pan with water to take everything from the bottom, all the nutrients from the bottom, and put it in another pot. add the chicken stock. A little bit of water. And the pumpkin. I'll add a little bit more water. Now cook it for about 30 minutes until the pumpkin is soft and completely cooked. Please make sure to remove any excess oil from the surface of the soup with the ladle. We don't need any oil. Just like that. After it starts boiling, reduce the temperature to a minimum, so it should just simmer, and cook it for about 30 minutes. It's been 35 minutes. The pumpkin is completely cooked, as you can see. It's really important to keep it on low temperature, because when you make high temperature, it starts boiling, and for some reason it affects the vegetables, and the taste is not the same. The same thing works with mashed potatoes. When you simmer them, when you cook them at 90-80 degrees, they turn out to be way more flavorful than when you boil them. I don't know why. That's I think there is a scientific explanation behind this, but that's my practical experience. So the same thing applies to soups, to any stews. Try to keep it at low temperature. It allows to preserve more nutrients and enhances the flavor. Right now, after we made sure that the pumpkin is ready, is cooked, I'm gonna transfer it to a bowl and blend it. Let's blend it. You can use a stationary blender. It will be even better. Blend it for a couple of minutes until it's completely homogeneous. I blended it for 2 minutes. As you can see, it's very thick. Now we're going to add coconut cream to dilute it. If it's still too thick, we can always add water. I finished blending it. As you can see, the texture is really astounding. It's super creamy. It's just amazing. I'm gonna taste it. Yeah, that's really good. There's enough salt. It has amazing pumpkin flavor, enhanced by the vegetables. Curry also adds a good note of taste. So that's you could bring it to a boil and eat like that, but I'm going to also strain it again. You have to bring it to a boil because you mixed cold coconut cream with the hot soup. If you don't bring it to a boil, it will go bad in like a day or two. It's really important. Right now I'm going to strain it to make it really silky and smooth. When you transfer it to a strainer, in order not to leave any soup behind, you can use a silicone spatula like that, so you will have no waste. And here I strained it, remove every leftovers from the bottom of the strainer, and now let's bring it to a boil. The soup is very thick, so please make sure to take a silicone spatula and remove it from the bottom while heating it. Otherwise it will get burned on the bottom. Mix it constantly with the spatula until it starts boiling. I've been doing it for a minute. As you can see, it starts bubbling slowly. After it bubbles a little more, just like that, yes, that's enough. You can remove, you can turn the heat off. Please, that's really important that you mix it with a silicone spatula on the bottom. Otherwise, it will burn and it will give really bitter taste to your soup. The entire soup will be ruined. So that's really important. Also, if you have nutmeg or cinnamon. Feel free to add it, it's fine, I just don't happen to have it on hand. But yeah, the spices will enhance the flavor of the soup. They combine really well with this. And that's our soup. Now I'm going to serve it. And here it is, pumpkin cream soup. It's extremely delicious, it's easy to make, it has a homogeneous silky texture. You can replace coconut cream with heavy cream, or if you're a vegetarian, you can replace chicken stock with vegetable stock. That's totally fine. That's it. Let me know what you think about this recipe in comments. If you like the video, you can give it a like, or you can subscribe to my channel to see my new videos. Thank you for watching.